Based on what Lauren said, we've noticed a couple of issues. One of them being the potential issue of connectivity when streaming movies or access to these devices or applications based on limited connectivity. While this may not always be true, this is only one of the topics I'm going to discuss in trying to help you determine which streaming entity is best for you. In the year 2018, internet or television streaming is becoming more and more relevant. And follow along with me in my presentation as I try to provide you with a little bit of insight options, more specifically the TV game. Once again, in 2018, the TV game is changing drastically, and streaming becomes more relevant. And yes, it is relevant, as you can see by the question. Most people ask quite frequently. The next question people often ask is, are my options limited? Well, maybe to an untrained eye, but actually the options are so vast, it's hard to select any one streaming application. And as you can see off to the right, I've listed Netflix, Hulu, and PSVue, being three of the big streaming entities. Finally, what is right for me? And I hope to answer this question throughout this process, ultimately, as we dive into each of the three streaming entities. We'll begin our journey with Netflix. So what's the hype about Netflix? Essentially, Netflix is the grandfather of all streaming entities. It was the foundation for online movie access and TV show access. And at $10.99 a month, it's really not a bad deal. A couple of things about Netflix: you do have the option to select movies you want to select, or want to watch rather, and the computer takes over from there. The computer will start selecting movies that it recommends based off of your profile, created by the movies that you frequently select. So in short, if you like it, the computer will start to see your habit pattern and start recommending these movies to you, which really makes it great. As you can see here, I've also listed that it's a commercial-free option as far as streaming entities go. And most people know commercials are quite the drag, and any avoidable option, we will take it. Moving on. Next, we'll get into Hulu. And as you can see, I'm asking the question, is it a contender? The answer that I'll give is maybe. And at $7.99 a month for the standard package, it really appears to be a pretty good option. Now, unfortunately, as we mentioned in Netflix, there was no commercials, but for Hulu, it's quite the opposite. Commercials still exist, and yes, they are such a drag. Often reoccurring multiple times throughout any episode is enough to make you want to upgrade to Hulu's other option, which is Hulu Plus, which also adds in the idea of internet TV, allowing you to select channels that you would get on basic cable as well. So as you can see, Hulu tried to take it a step further by adding internet TV as an option. Notice real quick though, $7.99, standard for month-to-month basis of watching. Now it's not to include the Hulu Plus, so be aware the prices may vary. Next, we'll get into the tech giant, being PlayStation, or Sony rather, who created the PlayStation. This is their swing at internet streaming, and more specifically, internet TV streaming. Now, at $50 a month, it might seem like a steep price, but understand that you're getting more of what you want as far as live TV goes, and the option to record your favorite shows, and teach it to record your favorite shows. This is really a user-friendly option without the movies and selectable TV shows. So this kind of is in a separate category than the other two, but ultimately not a bad choice as well. As we wrap this up, understand the options are nearly limitless, but hopefully this enlightened you a little bit and helped guide you down the proper path in deciding which entity you wish to use as your specific streaming entity. I'm Alex Verdon. Thanks for watching.